Alright, so here we are. We came over to join the party at Celeron Island. And this is just a typical, this is a weekend day. It's not crowded as crowded during the weekday, but it is. Hi! This is just another day in my neighborhood. I live over there. And we came over here to party on the island with everybody today. You can see the big boats out in the distance. It's a big stream of really big boats. One yacht club, or one boat club down here is having a yacht parade today. So they have all their big boats rolling out there. But we're partying on the island over here. So you can't get to this island unless you have a boat. No, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We were out on the lake earlier, just like chilling, and then my son called and said, "Hey, I'm on the island, come on over, everybody's looking for you." So then we cruised over and met our neighbors over here on the island, and we're just kind of chilling. It's actually the Detroit River. Lake Erie is right around the corner down here. I live over in this neighborhood over there. If you can see those houses, let me see if I can zoom in. I live over here. And then, I'm sure somewhere. Hi! And then this is just a typical weekend at my neighborhood. This is what everybody does. We're over here on the island, partying. The boat's all docked up on the beach. Yeah. I'm barefoot. And everybody's just kind of has the music playing. There's a big yacht parade going on over here today. Here comes my husband, another neighbor, checking out our boat. Thank God for the bimini. The shade's a lifesaver. The shade is a lifesaver. Yep. See the fire pit? There it is.
Here's the prop.
I'm in Gibraltar, Michigan. Way down on the Detroit River, almost where it hits Lake Erie. Lake Erie is just around the bend over here. This is the city of Gibraltar. Right over there is the city of Gibraltar. And that's where I live, over here. I can't read all the comments, it's kind of sunny, but I'll catch them later. And then you can't get to this island unless you have a boat. It's just an island. Yeah, and everybody just comes over here and hangs out and parties. I'm sitting down. So everybody has their music playing, and we're just hanging out. People are cooking hot dogs. Yeah, we got invited to a party tonight, so this is just life in my neighborhood. This is why we bought a boat, because if you don't have a boat, you miss out on this part of the neighborhood atmosphere. Yeah, for sure. But see, I'd be at my house over there without a boat, and I can hear all the fun everybody was having over here, and it was no fun to be doing yard work when you knew everybody was over here having fun. So, because I'm gonna say in my neighborhood, like over 50% of the people have boats in my neighborhood. No, No, the dogs are at home. My dogs aren't great sand water dogs, so they stayed home. They're in the house chilling. It's a little warm for them too. So we only take the dogs if we're going out for a little bit. We were out on the lake before and we just turned the engine off and just floated around and worked out our suntan. Is it? I don't know how hot it is here today. I haven't looked. It's supposed to be warm like that. I'm doing the art block, so I'll be periscoping at 6 o'clock from 6 to 7 at Kathy Grillo Art, doing the art block tonight. So I have to be back to my house around 5. And then our one neighbors have a party that starts at 6, but we'll just go after later. Yay! Yeah. The water is actually, it's a little cold, but not very cold. At least not where it's shallow here. Like, I could probably walk all the way out to that boat. It's not very deep here. So, like, if I wanted to, I could walk to that boat that's out there. I have my contacts in. I can't really read very well. I'll read it later. I'm like trying to shade it and read it. Gibraltar, Michigan. This is the Detroit River. And this is called Celeron Island. It's an island this is Gibraltar where I live over there. And then across the river, well, this is actually in the middle of the river. This island's in the middle of the Detroit River. Yeah, it's nice. Ooh, Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. Well, these guys are leaving. So somebody else will probably come in and take their spot. If there's not a beach spot, it's hard to get in. Who loves me? I can't see it. I love you too. This isn't a lake. This is the Detroit River. Oh, there's some jet skiers. Lake Erie is down this way, around the corner. Well, that's what I try to say. All of Michigan is not Detroit. And I'm originally from Cleveland, so I didn't know that until I had to move up here. Most of Michigan is very beautiful. There's a lot of nature up here. Are you from Detroit? Woo! Nope, I can't see it from here. It's not that big. Oh, I do? Okay. I wish I was Melissa McCarthy. I would take her money. Hi, Kansas. Thanks. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. This is just a day in my neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. A beautiful day in my neighbor. This is my boat. I have a big pontoon boat. It's a little messy right now because we were like all spread out. But yeah, it's like 21 foot. We're docked on we pulled right up onto the beach. There's another bonfire pit, Karen. It's another bonfire for tonight. They'll build a fire up later. And then, oh, you can't see the sign, the tree's in front of it. So here's my boat.
6 feet wide and it was so heavy, dude. I think it was so heavy.
It's probably about almost 90. Probably almost 90 degrees. Something like that. Yeah, I haven't looked today yet. We got up early. We were out cruising around at like 10 o'clock this morning, and we just went out to the lake and just like sat there and let the boat float around. And Then my son was on the island and he told us to come over here. My neighbors were all here, so we came over here. Ooh, it probably is. I don't know. I hope it's nice next weekend. I have company. Oh, see, these guys are cruising in now. Oh, there's a big boat. This is the lifestyle here. Gotta have the boat. So we bought this boat for our anniversary instead of going on a vacation. There's my husband. You have to have your beer in a cozy so they don't see it's a beer. And then they don't bother you, even though everybody knows it's a beer. It's just like the little stupid rules. Just like... No, it's actually a lot like driving a car. It's not hard. Just like this. This is our bucket with a noodle on it to be a makeshift toilet. So if the Coast Guard pulls you over and you have alcohol on your boat, you could say you have a toilet and they can't give you a ticket. So we just took a noodle and sliced it and put it around the edge. And then we just like throw our garbage empties in there, really. Hi! How are you? What are you doing today, Rach? I'm out on Celeron Island. Here's my husband just talking to people about jet skis now. I'm getting my tan on. I'm not too tan yet, though. I haven't been on the boat for like 2 weeks because my husband had some friends out on it last week, and then he was all tired all this week, and so I didn't get to go on it. And so now my tan's all faded. I have to start on it again. But I got burnt the first time I was out. It's not good. But this is the weekend life where I live now. Everybody comes out here, and you pack your thing up with some beers, and you bring your boats out, and you set your tents up, and you have your little portable grills, and you cook food, and everybody just kind of hangs out and has a good old time. Ooh, they have a lot of seaweed on their tower, their anchor line, I mean. Brazil is having their yacht parade today, Rachel. So if you're out by the water, you might see them. They're going around the whole island. All the big boats. Yeah, I love it. I have to be home by 5 though because I'm doing the art block. I'm going to be scoping from 6 to 7 on the Kathy Grillo art account. Doing the Saturday art block today. And then the house where we darken. Yeah, 6 to 7. It'll be at Kathy Grillo Art. Not this one, but my other account. And then we have a party to go to tonight. The place where we, the house that we dock our boat at, they're having a little shindig. More like just sitting in the backyard and an adult kegger, more or less. But instead of a keg, it's usually whiskey and rum drinks. Oh yeah. And then next weekend, let's see. Next weekend I have my husband's brother and his fiance, his sister and her husband, and his stepmother are coming from Chardon for the weekend. Weekend after that I have to go to Ohio for a wedding. And then the weekend after that, my family, my two sisters, my one sister has almost 14-year-old triplets. My other sister has 4 kids. And my mom and dad, they're all coming up here for 4th of July. This is Michigan. Hi, this is Michigan. This is Celeron Island. This is what we do like every day when the weather's nice here. This is my neighborhood. I live over there. I live over there. And then everybody comes to this island and hangs out. And on the weekends it's crowded. Weekdays it's not as crowded. There's like probably 6 or 7. Celeron Island. You can look it up on Google Earth.
All right. Yeah, there's room.
Detroit Red Wings. Yeah, woohoo! Oh, you missed it. Woo, that was nice.
Yeah, there's plenty of room, man.
These guys just pulled up. They sprayed a bunch of air. They didn't get me wet though. That was cool. Oh, my husband's way down there talking to people. I should be over there, but it's hot. The sun is hot. That's why everybody's standing in the water. The sun's hot. There's a jet ski. Yeah, it's like 90. Woohoo! That's what you do. Oh, beautiful. I was in Maryland once. I went to Annapolis. It was great. I was like 16 years old, and I went with my friend. Her aunt was some big shot in the Navy, so we went to the Naval Academy. Are you in Annapolis? Beautiful city. I had great seafood. Yum, yum. We got escorted to some kind of dance thing at the Naval Academy. Oh, is it? South Great Garage Sales. Ooh. Oh, you are at a garage sale? The good thing about going to Annapolis, I had like 3 or 4 soldiers that would send me stuff for a while. That was back before the internet. You had to actually mail and call things. Yeah. I think we were there for the graduation where they grease a statue and like all the plebes have to like try to climb on each other to get to the top of the statue and take a hat or something, like the next hat off the top of the statue or something. Oh, Lake Huron, okay. This is Celeron Island in Michigan. I live in Gibraltar, which is right over there. And then this is an island you have to have a boat to come to. This is my neighbors. This is what we do all weekend when the weather's nice. Yes, the grease climb. We were there. Yeah, and then we went to some fancy dance dinner thing. And they set us up with escorts. I could swim home if I really wanted to swim. It's kind of far though. I might get a little tired with the current and the waves. Hi, Brazil. And that's actually another island right here. It's in the city of Gibraltar, but we call it Horse Island. And then on the other side of that island is a canal. And then there's my island. And then there's another canal. And the whole city of Gibraltar, if you look up Gibraltar, Michigan on Google Earth, you will see it's really like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 4 or 5 islands is most of the city. We have a bunch of canals over there. And then we're across the way at Celeron Island. And this is what we do. We have bonfires and cookouts, and everybody hangs out here, and they'll take their boats out and play There's a big cornhole tournament going down at the other end down there. This guy under here is making some hot dogs. It's cool. Oh, I might do that later. Gotta love it. Yeah, it's nice. We got this boat for our anniversary instead of going on vacation, and now we're on vacation all the time. Well, well, yeah, you should have said screw that garage sale. I'm gonna go down to Gibraltar. We went to, a couple weeks ago, we went all the way to Ambassador Bridge, right? We went from here, we went all the way under the Ambassador Bridge and looked at downtown and then turned around and came back. It took us a couple hours. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. We got caught in a little bit of rain though, but that was fun too. Today is beautiful. Is it supposed to rain at all today, Rachel? It's not till later, right? Rachel's my neighbor, everybody. She lives right up the river. Rachel lives right up that way. Right up there. She lives up that way. Hi, Rachel. I'm waving to you. Have fun at the garage sale. Yeah, I think there is something like a chant at 4 o'clock or whatever, so I have to be home around then anyway. Because I have to set up all my stuff and then hop on that scope train for the art block and, you know, promote myself, you know, all the biz. I'm going to do a digital illustration today. I'm actually going to draw a fashion illustration of Maddie Ziegler from Dance Moms, and she is wearing a dance costume from Betsy Johnson. So that's my plan today.
What's that?
My art block scope. Anyway, this is what we do down here. This is downriver Michigan. Oh, see? No, I'm actually on the Michigan. This is Michigan. This is Michigan. Ohio's way down that way somewhere is Ohio. Way down there. Can't see Ohio. I can see Canada, but I can't see Ohio. The shade is so nice. I just was hot. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. You might have to drive down to me though, because I usually don't have a car. We'll pick up some coffee and we can sit on my boat. I might be able to drive it. I don't know. Depends. Okay, cool. Oh no, Gibraltar. Gibraltar's in it's in Michigan. Gibraltar, Michigan. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, so I know Gibraltar's not in Ohio. We're about 40 minutes from the Ohio border. 40 minutes north of Ohio. Car drive. About 40 minutes. Half hour, 40 minutes. Here's the motorcycles. These are water motorcycles. That's what I call them. This one right here, this purple green one, I have this exact same one sitting in my driveway that needs to be fixed. It's sitting covered on stuff in my driveway, this exact same jet ski. I need to we have to get it fixed. Huh? Periscope? Alright guys, I'm gonna go drink some water and enjoy my friends and neighbors for a little bit. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit. And I'll talk to you later. Alright, bye.